Well, I'll read the poem that's called Jalool. That's my first name. What kind of a name is that? I invite you to notice that is the sound of deportation. My name is not contagious. Is quarantine necessary? Wouldn't exile be better? I remember I'm from nowhere but a spurt in thoughtless dark. You've nowhere to send me. It's French, I could say. Who knows the difference? The difference is that it's Arabic with French panache. Jaloul, go on, try it. Terrorists bear the name. Scientists and singers and a few cashiers can even say it without help because they've turned their battlements into condominia of hope. What kind of name is that? The name of a Saracen lancer ghosting in the dusk of Provence, and the name of a citizen deported 1,000 times a year. I wrote that poem fearing that it might be a bit self-indulgent, but it's because having given me the name, not even my mother could ever really spell it. And her brother, my uncle, misspelled it to the day he died. And, and I'm frequently asked, you know, what kind of a name is that? You know, and it's just a question of not having been exposed to the name. I mean, we know what kind of a name Jose is, or Maria, or even Gaetano, for example. We recognize that as Hispanic, Italian. But we don't recognize very many Arab names, and now, of course, we're very suspicious of the Arab names we do recognize because we associate it with terrorists. So I wrote it to suggest that sometimes your name shapes your life.
Which is why some of us change our names.
Some of us do. My
My
first newspaper editor simply told me, you can't have that name. I said, well, I've always had that name. Now, if I had been a little more mature and a little more self-confident, I would have said, now listen, it was good enough for the United States Navy, it should be good enough for you. But of course, I needed a job.